What's going on, everybody? I'm North from Fandango.com, live here at the Las Vegas Convention Center for CTIA 2009, the spring show. And I got a chance to check out some new stuff on the Palm Pre. Sprint and Palm had a little VIP lounge, as they're calling it. It was really just a room out of the way off the show floor to let journalists and other folks check out some of the new Palm stuff. Still hands off. They're not letting us actually play with the phones yet. But they had a few new apps, Pandora and some other stuff, worth taking a look at. So let's take a look.
Saw stuff at CES, so I'll just launch the launcher. This is where we kind of have a little bit of a Sprint message, but there's a great third-party application messages here as well too. So I'll just roll up to Pandora. Actually, let me do the NASCAR application. Obviously, we're Sprint guys. We're going to push NASCAR and Sprint TV. So this is just our traditional application. I mean, the place where this really kind of shines is on race day, where you can follow during live action, anything related to your particular driver, or you can see race results as well too.
NASCAR's that bike race Lance Armstrong's in?
Yeah. If I'm not as eloquent, it's maybe that I'm not a NASCAR fan as well.
No.
Yeah.
I was making fun of myself. I'm not.
So Sprint TV is probably a good example as well too, and it'll kind of show you. Let me shut this too, because you really don't need the keyboard unless you're typing. So I'll just go to live TV feed. Just pick Disney. It's going to render it.
And that can go widescreen. Okay.
Yeah. In fact, I think that's the only.
Okay.
Does it have an accelerometer so it figures out when you're rotating it?
Yeah, it does. And in most applications like the web and certainly in photos, it's going to be contextual. The same thing with the TV. I think with the TV it's always widescreen. I don't think there's the ability to actually change.
Right.
So, and the cool thing again, these are all live applications. This actually went back. It may actually on this one go back to the viewer. I think if I can get you another application. So we talked about Pandora.
Can we? You might not know this, but if I'm watching something on the TV and I saw that it went back to the card mode, will it keep, like if I switch to say send a text message, will it keep the audio of the TV program playing?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that specifically on that.
But the video would definitely not play.
Usually, what it does is it will pause.
It'll pause.
Yeah. So there's a couple things that are kind of interesting happening here. So we're looking at the full screen, but you saw this notification. That's another thing that's really interesting about the device is kind of unobtrusive notifications. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of the beauty of the third-party application developer story as well too is, as an app developer, I have the ability to really tightly integrate my applications with the functionality of the device. So you see this little P down here. I can actually pop that P up, and what it should do. See if I'm touching it right. It's pulling up my Pandora, kind of a small browser bar basically.
Right.
Gives me the ability to control the app there.
And then if you do that again, can you maximize that?
Yeah, you can actually launch it. Yeah, you can actually launch the app.
So it's running in the background. It's playing the song.
Yeah.
And then
I've launched the full app. And the app is really, I don't know if you guys are Pandora fans, it's my favorite app of all times.
Yeah, no, it's a cool service.
Yeah. So really compelling, it's visually quite nice and works like Pandora at the desktop or anywhere else. So a couple other apps.
So how many of these cards can you have up and running at the same time?
It's kind of dependent. If you really have real data intensive, it's going to slow down a little bit. We have people run 10 to 15 apps. So I think it's all dependent, and I don't think we've really tested or.
But it's theoretically unlimited.
Yeah.
But it's just.
Yeah, there's no limits. Neither Palm or Sprint has put a limit to the number. It's gonna be kind of constrained by processing power.
Right.
So. Flight View or Fandango. I don't know if people know. It's kind of the movie application.
Mm-hmm. So the music's still playing, right?
Yeah.
Can you hear that? Can you hear the music?
So what I've just done is launched Fandango while applications are running in the background as well too. So I'll just go to Fast and the Furious. So from an application perspective, you know, it's bringing up ratings. You know, I could go to the trailer and see what the trailer does. Should move me.
So the screen, it seems sometimes you've got to tap it a few times before it registers.
Yeah, I think it's more me than the screen itself, and it's I'm a little bit new to navigating, so some of the applications it's a little bit of a hold, touch and a hold. So we'll see. I don't know if there's even content here, and it looks like it's going to shut down the. It's going to default back to the primary application from an audio perspective.
Right. Which makes sense since there's audio. Well, I guess we have to listen to Vin Diesel now, but yeah, it's okay.
Now, what's the software that's running this on? Do you know? Is it? It's not QuickTime, I imagine. Is it?
I think this is probably web-based, so this is probably a web app. Yeah, on this particular application. I mean, that's the other thing from a third-party perspective. WebOS is really built on web technologies. So if you're an AJAX programmer, a CSS programmer, HTML, XML, Perl, I don't know all the different web technologies.
So it supports Flash video?
You know, I think out of the gate, I don't think Palm has officially announced anything, but there's an alliance, a Flash alliance. In fact, at Mobile World Congress, they announced an alliance with them. So I think that's information to come.
Okay.